Hello there guys, Wayne here from Luna's World. Welcome back to X-Plane 11. We're going to continue on with our TBM tour. We started over at Santa Barbara, I believe, to Santa Monica to John Wayne, and now from John Wayne we're going to head down to Ramona. And yeah, we've got really tricky weather conditions today, gusting to 43 knots from a southerly direction. Yeah, storms and also precipitation in the area as well. So it should be a fun flight, inverted commas, fun. So let's jump into the payload. Let's get rid of our tie downs. Let's close up all of these. Take off our covers and we'll load in some fuel. We're going to go 85 in each tank. Oops. Okay, and we can remove the chocks. That's all good there. And yeah, you can see the blades here moving in the wind. So yeah, it should be, like I said, a very interesting flight. Let's go ahead and start a battery. Okay, that's getting it nice and booted up. Fuel selector is already on. Let's just double check our parking brake, which is not set. Okay, that's all booting up nicely. Just clear these. Right, let's go ahead and sort some other things out. Fuel pump going on, strobe going on, and yeah, okay, let's go ahead and start then. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, I'm wondering if we have low voltage. Yeah, we do. Okay, in that case, let's
pause system test. Okay.
Let's abort that. And we need to go into here and charge our battery. Oh, crash bar is not down. Oh, of course, yeah. Okay. So we go maintenance, hangar, electrics, open, and we'll recharge it. There. Okay. That should do it. Right, let's try that again. We could have used the ground power, but alright, we'll just wait for this to reinitialize so we can see our engines. Okay, good. Right, 1, 2. That's looking better. Okay, NG rising. Let's go to low idle now.
Aural warning, okay.
Okay, just watching the ITT here, make sure it doesn't go into the red. Looking good. Okay, NG continuing to rise. Let's go to high idle now. Okay, torque coming out. Yeah, that's looking really good. Let's put the bleeds on. Let's turn the generators on. We'll go to auto here, also pilot on, and nav light. Okay, right, let's have a look at the FMS now. So we'll go to flight plan. I do have a saved flight in here. Let's just see if I can get to it. I'm not, like I keep saying, I'm not 100% with the G1000 right now. Okay, so click and then scroll down. So this is us. So this is Kilo Sierra November Alpha to Ramona. So yeah, showing we're currently at John Wayne, and we'll just click on there, click enter actually, and there it is. It's all in there. Yeah, so this is just telling me my air rack cycle is out of date, but that should still be okay. We'll just monitor that as we go along. Okay, AC can go on now. And we'll turn our, because we've got storms and low cloud, we'll turn on our ice just to be on the safe side here. And good, everything now deleted on the annunciators. So we'll go ahead and taxi down here and yeah, head on out. So looking forward to this, even though it is going to be challenging. It should be a lot of fun. Go taxi lights here and put our pulses on. Oh, let me just get rid of BA. Okay, and we'll go into taxi range. Release the brake and off we go. In fact, we'll put down our flaps as well to take off. All right. Let's get us moving. Excellent stuff. Yeah, look at the windsock there. Pretty gnarly. Just have a look as we go by. Yeah, it's a bit of a crosswind on takeoff as well. There's wind shear. All sorts of fun stuff to contend with. I know we're taxiing pretty fast here, but I'm anxious to get the show on the road. We'll sort out our autopilot once we hold short of runway 20. Down the bottom here. Yeah, I guess kind of unusual weather for California. Maybe there's a breeze coming in off the desert or something. Not quite sure. Or maybe the sea. Probably the sea. Coming into hurricane season, I guess, in the south of North America. Alright, so we'll make this turn here. Let's go to reverse range. Oops, sorry about that. Whipping you around there. Okay. Right, let's sort out our autopilot. So flight director on. Altitude select. We're going to go up to 8,000 feet because we do have some terrain which we need to be a little bit careful of. So yeah, we just need to watch out for that. We should set our heading bug, but I won't bother today. Right, so landing lights on, and let's go and get lined up. Let's just double check there's nothing coming. Just need to go forward a little bit in my view. Yeah, approach is clear. That's all looking good. Okay, so flaps are set, flight director is selected, and we are good to go. So clicking the gate, let's get through into flight range, and we'll increase that throttle. Okay, there we go. Already getting pushed around. I'm just going to highlight this. Alright, and rotate. Oh, holy crap. That was awful. Positive rate. Just about. Gear up. Deary me. That scared the passengers. But yeah, as you can see, very gusty. A lot of wind shear as well. little bit turbulent. We're likely to get into some stormy cloud as well as we head on down. So we're going to start a left-hand turn so that we can start to get onto our magenta line there. So it's going to take us down the coast towards Oceanside. Quite a nice route actually, so we should see a good amount of the Californian coast before taking us inland to Ramona with a bunch of airways on the way. So yeah, should be fun. So let's hand fly it a little bit more actually, just because it is so much fun flying this plane. And we'll go flaps up now. Okay, see our speed coming up quite rapidly. If we get too bumpy, we can always slow down, but hopefully we're going to be kind of okay. That's a bit of a steep ascent there. Let's just try bringing that down. Okay, 1300 feet a minute, that's good. So we'll select altitude first. Oops, that's just reset my altitude. My bad. So we'll select nav and we'll select autopilot and vertical speed is all good there. Alright, so there we go. All looking pretty good. I might just speed this up a little bit, 1500. That will do. Alright, engine's all looking good in the green. We're heading towards this magenta line here. I'll show you the route actually while we're here. Let's just zoom out. So we have got about 11 minutes until the next waypoint, which is whoops, let's show you on this map here. Come on, there we go. So Ocean is right here, and then from Ocean it's gonna take us inland, Robin, Bondo, and then let's see if we can zoom out a little bit more. Yeah, so we've got a bit of a strange waypoint here, but I'm guessing that this is to do with the weather, the wind coming from the sea, and therefore we've got to land sort of this way, and we've got, as you can see, the mountain range here. So maybe that's why it's taken us out that far, so we can have a gentle approach coming in. I'm not sure. But anyway, I did the flight plan through SimBrief. So let's see what happens. Okay, we're on the magenta line now, so that's all looking good. As you can see, some cloud ahead. Speed is good. And yeah, we are getting blown about quite a bit. Let's pop outside and have a wee look. Beautiful scenery. Doing its thing here. I don't know. I quite like this texture. I don't like this. This looks too sharp. This looks too much like an image. So, you know, like this is great. This seems really realistic. But when you see the kind of sprite image of the clouds, that just doesn't look great in my opinion. But yeah, it's quite an exciting time for clouds though. We've got I've forgotten the name of it. Ultra Weather X coming out soon. The newest version. With actually, we might just ascend a little bit more. Let's go up to 9,000 because of this cloud here. It's actually not as turbulent as I thought it was going to be, but we might as well just get above this lot. Yeah, Ultra Weather X with volumetric clouds looks like it's coming out quite soon, so expect a full review. There's a $10 upgrade fee, which is very reasonable in my opinion. I don't mind paying that at all. So yeah, looking forward to testing that out for you guys. What else is on the horizon? Oh, a ton of stuff. Of course, that new sim, what's it called? Can't remember. The one that people keep talking about. I'm being facetious. Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I'm not a beta of. I'm not in the beta program, unfortunately. Although, yeah, like I said previously, I'm actually, I'm not going to lie. I would love to have a go, but part of me wants to wait until it's all done and finished and give it a proper thorough look over and take you guys along, in that video. But let's wait and see. Yeah. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up the ground speed so that we get through these waypoints a little bit quicker, and I'll leave you with a nice outside view and some relaxing music. we get sort of past here, we're okay to descend down to 6,000. Actually, probably even 4,000 there. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Yeah, because probably about here where this fix is here, we'll start to descend down to 2,000. So probably 6,000, 4,000, 2,000, and that should bring us in nicely into Ramona. And hopefully the gusts are not so bad, but yeah, I'm not holding out. I think we're in for a bit of a tricky landing, but let's see. So far so good. It hasn't been too bumpy along the way. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, so another thing that I forgot is imminent. Well, two things, of course, which you already know about one of them. Maybe you know about both of them. XP Realistic, which, I don't know, I'm probably the #1 biggest fan of that plugin, like so many other people, of course. It's wonderful, and I've been lucky enough to be on the beta, so I've been testing it the last few days, and Roy has done an absolutely amazing job. This plugin, if you don't know what XP Realistic is, it's how can I say this? It will add life to your cockpit. In my view, it is better than Real View. It's way better than Headshake. It adds way more sounds, effects, so much more. And he's written it from the ground up. So it used to be written in the Lua script, which kind of limited him in terms of what he could do. It's now been rewritten, and let me tell you, it is incredible. And one thing that is worth mentioning, the plugin will work in VR. Now, this is something that kind of I was wrestling with, thinking, but that is going to make me really sick. It's gonna, I'm not going to know where I am, kind of a thing. And I tried it, and it's amazing. Everything moves around you, and it just is an incredible, realistic, immersive add-on that I know you guys are going to love. So I can't wait to share that with you. We're not too far away, I think, maybe a couple of weeks, something like that. So really, really looking forward to sharing that with you guys on the channel. And of course, XCPL Pilot coming out very soon as well. I'm a huge supporter of both of those pieces of software because of the great programming and the what it brings to the sim, but also because of the dedication of the devs behind the software. You know, having, you know, spoken to Roy and Tino quite a bit over the years. Well, not Tino. We're quite new simming friends, but Roy I've been talking to for quite a long time. He's got a Bruno yoke, and when I did the review, I was consulting him about various not problems, but you know, profiles and things for different aircraft. Very helpful. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to sharing all that with you guys, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Right, breaking through the cloud here, but actually this has come up on us pretty quick, so I'm gonna just give us a little bit of a
landing gear,
steep
landing gear.
steep dive here, because we're kind of right over, let's just jump in, right over Ramona right now. So here we are. So what we're going to do is descend, and we'll come round and land this way. Actually, maybe we need to land on 27. Here we go with the weather. Yeah, no, I think we're going to be good. Landing this way. Trying to work it out in my head. Right, let's jump in. Okay, so actually what I might do is disconnect the autopilot now. We'll take manual control.
Landing gear.
And we'll go ahead and get us set up for our landing. So we're clear of terrain now, pretty much. All good there. Get some flap out now. And we will go gear down as well. I want to get it set up nice and early. You know, just to give us a fighting chance here, because I can feel the wind already. This is going to be tricky. In fact, what I'll do here... Yeah, 33. Ooh, nasty, nasty, nasty. But at least there's not much of a crosswind. You can see the wind gusting there. So hopefully we've got this under control. And when it's this windy, 35 now, 34. Yeah, we really need to nice and slow, nice and steady. Let's go to landing flaps now. It's going to slow us down. Let's feed in a little bit of power. Okay, your damper off. Landing lights on. I didn't turn them off. Oops, never mind. Alright, 42, really gusting now. So tricky conditions. Alright, let's try and line up. Gonna need a lot of rudder. For this approach. Slope again. There's one. Okay, there's two. Right. Let's try and get 500 feet a minute. That's looking quite good. Alright, reasonably stable. Let's hope it stays that way. Just watching those gusts. Really getting blown about all over the place here. Let's see, if we're not stable, might have to be prepared to do a go around. Try my best though. Okay. Whoa. Oopsie. Oh crap, that was nasty. Oh, real drop in altitude there. I came off the throttle way too much. Okay, so I'm not stable here. Oh! Damn!
Stall. Getting slow. Stall. 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 Stall.
Oh man. Altitude fail. You're definitely not wrong there. Okay, I got hit by a huge gust of wind. And got dumped right into the ground. Oh, I'm tempted not to put this out, but of course, I'm always honest with you guys. Let's have a look at that in the replay. My first option, my first feeling was, damn, I'm going to have to do this flight again. But, oops, wrong way. Let's try that. So it was relatively stable here. I decelled and I shouldn't have, because that, we lost lift. We got hit by a gust right here, and this is where it went wrong. So I tried to recover, increase the power, which ballooned us, and then I got hit with a downdraft that about now slammed us into the ground and caused this mess. Oh dear. Crunch. Ooh, damage. That's not good. That's not good. So, wow. Okay, right. Here's what we're going to do. New flight. We're going to go Ramona, and I'm going to set us up. We were coming in at 27. I'm going to set us up a 3-mile approach. How is the aircraft going to manage though? Because it's going to be broken. Let's do this. I'm probably going to have to pause it once we are, as soon as we get into flight, and just see what the aircraft is doing.
Well, a very good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hannah Clark, and it's my great pleasure to be your customer service manager on board your flight today. I'd like to have my personal welcome to you all, and welcome back our executive.
Right, goodbye, BA. It's put us a bit low, actually. Okay, so I'm not quite sure this is going to work. I can't even do it unpaused, can I? Yeah, the aircraft is completely switched off. Actually, does that mean then... I don't really want to... Let me change airframe. I'll do it this way. In fact, yeah, let's just create a new airframe. Oh, I don't think I can because I'm paused. Okay, right, I tell you what, change of plan. We'll go in the Meridian, and is that still set up as a 3-mile? Yeah, okay, so a little bit of cheating here, changing aircraft, but because the TBM is so complex, you know, yeah, we can't just jump in it and start a flight. Right, so we're in we probably the Meridian. I know it's not the same aircraft, guys, but we are...
Minimum. Too low terrain.
Too low.
Too low terrain. 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 Too low terrain.
Right.
Too low terrain.
Is the gear down? Not even sure. I think it is now. Where's the gear indication on this thing? Right, hang on. I'll do it manually. External. Oops, not that one. Okay, gear is down. That's always good. That's a good start. Right, maybe 3 miles is a little bit optimistic. Let's get some flap out, slow this mother down. Alright, full flap. I'm kind of feeling like the wrong side of this. Oh, that's why, because I've set up the wrong approach. Anyway, right, we'll do this one. We're too high, and then we'll do the approach that we had in the beginning, which wasn't from 27. There's that downdraft again. Killer. Absolute killer. Right, airspeed looking good, stable-ish, and let's kick the rudder in. All right, not bad, not bad. Okay, so we'll do a touch and go here. And we'll go out here, go gear up. And we'll do the same approach. Sorry, I got a bit confused there. We actually came in from the other side. Oops. All right. Okay, so we'll just climb a little bit. Talk is over talking. That's normally what I do, over talk. Actually, this is a really nice plane, actually. Good fun to fly this. Alright, just get my view sorted out a little bit. We're going to be okay for that terrain there. Go around the back of it, I think. Just to be safe. Hear that wind. That's not just me being nervous. Honestly, if XP Realistic version 2 was enabled now, this would be even more realistic. Just insane. Wish I could show you guys. It won't be long though. Right, let's start to slow down. I think we're going to be able to clear the terrain here, so we'll do a bit of a sharp turn just to get us nice and lined up. Would not want an engine failure right now. That would suck. Okay.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Yeah, we're
sync
okay,
rate.
we're okay.
Sync rate.
Okay.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Right. First stage of flap. Let's get that going. Just a little bit higher. Let's go gear down. I want to get
Sync
used
rate.
to handling the aircraft when it's dirty. Okay. And this time, rather than go too slow, I'm going to stay at flaps 20, and we're going to do a slightly more aggressive approach, because I want to just manage any potential for wind shear downdraft, getting pushed down into the concrete there, which is what happened on the last one. Now admittedly, this is an easier aircraft to fly than a TBM, so bear that in mind as well. I'm probably going to be able to do this. But this is great. It's really fun flying in this weather. I really enjoy it. In fact, I might even keep the weather settings for the next flight down to San Diego, just for a bit of interest. We don't want to always fly in clear, clean weather, especially in a sim. I would, if this was in real life, I would be absolutely filling my pants probably, but that's not true. Well, maybe a little bit. All right, let's try. This thing on the ground safely. Downdraft there, so So we're coming in quite fast. And I'm being a little bit more aggressive. Okay, there we go. We are down. Yeah, so it's definitely, I felt a bit easier to fly. I don't know, maybe it's just having a bit more practice with it as well. But a lot of fun, a lot of fun. I really love this kind of flying. Really challenging. And hope you guys have enjoyed this partially unsuccessful flight. And I can't taxi either, getting blown into the gravel. Yeah, so my first impression, my first inkling was to reset the flight and do it again. But as you guys know, I like to be honest with my flying. I'm not a perfect pilot, you know. It's hilarious me even saying that. I don't know a perfect pilot in the whole world, you know. So the good news is in the sim, nobody really dies. And I learn a lot from doing it. You know, that was a really unexpected downdraft, and I shouldn't have. I should have been aware of it. I should have been aware that that could potentially happen, and I wasn't. So I've learned something, you know, in the process of doing that, which is really good. And for me, that's what the sim is all about. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this trip. We might do a little helicopter tour while we're at Ramona in the next video. I might even take out the S300. Let's see if I'm feeling brave. Definitely not in these conditions. But anyway, we'll do a little bit more flying here before we head on down to San Diego in the next edition of the TBM tour. So guys, I know this is not the TBM, but we will be back in the TBM. Don't worry. I just got to get it repaired. replace the airframe. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining. Please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video. Check that notification bell, and I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.